Hello everyone, in this video we are going to see the prime number program in Python. So we all know that in Python indentation, the spacing is very important. Okay, let us see the program logic here. Num is equal to int input enter a number. This is the format of the input statement. Here input is the function to get the data from the screen. So this is the message what we want to display on the screen, and whatever we get the input is always a string that should be converted into an integer to get the number value. So this is the statement that is assigning a input that got through the screen, through the keyboard, and convert that into int to become an integer number. Okay, so now the logic here is the prime number is a number in which it is divisible by 1 and itself. So if num is greater than 1, so here in all the condition statements, the Python has the syntax as to end with the colon. Okay, here you can see else colon. So here you can also see the spaces. The space is very important. The space has meaning in Python. Okay, so this is called as an indentation, the spacing. So here, for suppose the statements that comes in line is under the same block, and the line which is typed next to one space is also considered as a next block. Okay, so now we here see the logic here. If num greater than 1, then for I in range 2 comma num, so we are going to check the number from 2 to num. What is range? Is range will get the value from 2 till num minus 1 in the range of addition of increment of 1 and 1, for example 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. Okay, so now what you are going to check, if num remainder I, this is the modulo operator, this will give the remainder after division. If is equal to 0, this is an relational operator for checking for equality. So what we are checking, if num remainder I is equal to 0 means if this I, which is in from the for loop of the range value 2 comma num, if this I divides the variable what you are entering, the num, okay, without leaving any remainder, that means it completely divides, is equal to 0 means it completely divides without any remainder, that means remainder is 0. So this statement implies if you are dividing the number by I and it does not leave any remainder, that means this I completely divides the number, means we can say that print num is not the prime number. So this is the syntax here. Num comma will give the variable value, and this is the message that is printed on the screen. So num is not a prime number. Print I, so that if it is not a prime number means we have to say how many times it is divisible. For example, if we say, if we give the number as 10, we have 2 5s are 10 or 5 2s are 10. If we give the number as 15, it is 5 3s are 15 or 3 5s are 15. So that is the number of times the I divides the num, that is the times. So print I times num I is num, that means it will say it num by I, so it will give the number of times the I divides the number. So that is the divisor, which is the answer. The divisor will be printed by this print statement. Break, this break will take the control out of this loop. Okay, so it will come out of the inner loop, what it is inside. Else, what is the answer? Print num is a prime number. That means if this condition is false, that means if that it leaves some remainder, means it is not a proper divisor. In that case, it is a prime number. Okay, so else print num is not a prime number. So we are here checking that if num greater than 1, then we are checking for this loop is executed. All these statements from here are executed for this condition if num greater than 1. Okay, else print num is not a prime number. So this is for the case of this if else. So we can see here this if has the else of this statement, and then this if has this else statement. Okay, so now we are checking the result here. So when you run the program, system will ask like this, enter a number. I am giving us 53. 53 is a prime number because there is no proper divisor for the number 53. I cannot say any proper divisor for 53. So this is a prime number. Now I am giving another example which is a prime number, which is not a prime number. Okay, so this is the example I gave us 60. So 60 is the number, 560 is the number I have given. Now it is giving the messages 560 is not a prime number, and it is also giving 2 times 280 is 560. That means 28 2s are 560. So when it is not a prime number, it has some divisor. What is the divisor? One such divisor is 2 and 280. So that's all the program logic. So this is how the prime number program works in Python, and thanks for watching.